Okay. Today I am streaming for the first time, mostly just for the sake of showing what I am up to. And um, the other day I recorded a stream and, or at least I recorded like a video, and I was trying to explain like what I was working on and thinking about. And I tried to give like too much backstory, and I was like kind of discouraged for like a day and a half because I was like, I don't know if I can stream like this because I can't like give all the backstory and also like do the work at the same time. So instead of doing the work at the same time, uh, I'm just going to do the work. I'm not going to give backstory. I'm just going to work on what I'm working on, and we'll see how it goes. I also haven't really set up the streaming yet to show like I don't know if there are watchers or if there are people in the chat, and I'm not going to worry about that today. We're just going to do shit. Okay, so I tested something today, or at least I tested my most recent theory of social proof. It is holding up to the testing, which means that there's something real there, and I feel like immense relief because the fact that it feels real and that it is working. Honestly, there's probably like a lot of stuff I still need to work out and like sort of like envision and then test and practice, but yeah, I'm excited about that. So now that that is something that like has shown itself to be solid in practice, I all of a sudden feel like I have like attention I can turn to other things, and that's really good. So I am thinking about what to do next. Hmm. 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 Okay. There's that and all this stuff. I think I'm just gonna start editing my notes tonight. Also need to think about how to get my Patreon in front of my friends and family, and yeah, maybe that's something I should work on. Yeah. I think really just the daily streams are just me showing what I have been up to, and like sort of like proof of work, I guess, like proof that I am doing things, so I can show my family. Okay. Oh, why the heck is that not working? This is one. GL. Left, right, up, down, JK, okay. Why is that not working? No, I can't. What? So wait, it automatically goes into weird. Do it twice. Oh, weird. Why was it not working a second ago? It wasn't working a second ago. Oh wait, was that because I was in? Oh, I must have been in highlight mode. Okay. Person without context. What was that? What's on the? Okay, yeah, I already undo that. Okay, acknowledge. Acknowledge that. Yes, I don't care about this. What's crazy to me is how much I am writing stuff all the time, but not like looking back at it. I'm constantly writing new stuff because I can't really think unless I write things. Because my ADHD brain, I can't really hold anything in mind, so I have to write it so I can look at it and then put things together. So I'm constantly creating like way more written stuff than I actually like want to keep, but also like there's this weird effect where frequently if there are things that I am writing that I'm not sure, like they're puzzle pieces and I'm not sure what to do with them, then I sort of just leave them until I have a place to put them or until I have like ruled them out as opportunities. And so like the total number of puzzle pieces usually like grows for a very long time until like I like conclusively like iron out like the root of the theory, and then I go back and like prune the tree massively, but until then the tree just grows like crazy. And so I think I have like something like 10,000 lines of um no, it's more like 15,000 lines of notes that I need to go back through and edit, and that's like approximately like 3 months worth of notes. It's not even like the last year. And I have, prior to those 15,000 lines, I probably have like another 15,000 lines from earlier work earlier in the year, and now that I've just finished up a major theory, I know a lot of that is going to be work that I am just going to toss out, um, and so I have to go back through and aggressively prune my notes, and that's going to take a while. Yeah. Mm. Goggles, patterns, stuck here. I'm not sure it's a pull of a spectrum or something I look through all the time, like a fundamental fact. Wait, so something Okay, no. A lot of this is just personal notes. I'm not actually sure how to separate my work notes and my personal notes right now. They're like one and the same. But they kind of really need to be separate. I might have to do something about that. a lot of this is just me sort of like thinking out loud in the moment, and um, sort of like circling in on the solution slowly over time. And so, but it's like I'm constantly writing everything down that I think about it, because I don't know what is important or what ideas could be right. So me going back and editing my notes is mostly me deleting the record of the journey. And there's way too much of it. um, Actually, I don't know if there's way too much of it. It's just me deleting the record of the journey, which is I don't know. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Okay, so like this, I shouldn't be streaming a lot of this, but I think like streaming this sort of stuff is good. It's just like a really solid chunk of what I'm doing right now is just editing I have personal notes about my personal life, and then notes about like my work, and a lot of times they're very intertwined, and I don't think I should be streaming this, but also I don't know what else to do. Um, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know about this. I'm gonna leave this for later. Okay. Mm-hmm. Not sure about this actually. Okay, sure. Disengage. Work out. Tonight. Oh, it's Tuesday night. Oh, that's why. Okay. It's the writers group at Noise Bridge tonight. Mm. Mm. I don't know what to call this. There's like this sort of thing where it's like there's like, okay, I don't even know how to categorize this. I'm going to do my best to describe it, but it's like sometimes in public, when you look at people, it's like they don't see you. They look like through you. They don't acknowledge you that you were there. Like you can tell that they see you there physically, but they aren't seeing you in a social context. They're sort of like only like see you as a physical object. And then so basically my theory is that like anybody who does that, or really like any, if there's any sort of negativity in your initial interaction, you should essentially like not waste your time on them. Like any time that there's negativity in your initial interaction, because there's I don't really know how to describe this, but like there's kind of like a ratio of positive and negative interactions, and like basically in order to make up for a negative interaction, you need like 3 to 5 positive interactions, and if it's your very first interaction, then you're just starting out in the negative, and I don't, and it's like sometimes it might be on accident, but 9 times out of 10 it's usually not on accident. It's because that person is just like either not in the right headspace to talk to you, or they don't want to talk to you, or they don't like you for some reason. And whatever the case is, you should interpret it as like basically like an attack, um and like avoid them as much as you can, which yeah, like I just have like a really low tolerance for this. And I used to think that, like, it made sense to try and like convince people to come around and and be nice to you and talk with you. And I think that like that's a waste of time. I don't know why though. Like I need to substantiate this. I need to logically work out like why this is, but it feels right. It feels right that like if you have a negative interaction as your first interaction, it's a really bad sign, and you should just stay the fuck away. Um, and that's true with basically everyone. People who are neutral or who are open to interaction always signal it with their body language, and and yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so like I was writing this about this interaction I had with these girls at this party. I talked with them, and they were kind of rude, and they excluded me, and I was thinking a lot about how like at the time I wasn't like thinking like, oh, like if they do something rude in the first interaction, then I should like immediately avoid them. I was kind of just like, oh, that's weird. Like, should I wait for them to finish excluding me, and maybe I'll turn around and say hi again or something? Because I could tell like one of them was kind of conflicted about it, but even if she was conflicted about it, I think now I'm starting leaning towards like I should treat it like she did it on purpose, even if she didn't mean to do it on purpose. Because if she didn't mean it, or like if anyone doesn't mean their initial interaction, they can make up for it. But if they do, or if they don't care about making up for it, then you should still interpret it like as an attack. Like you shouldn't give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that's the right way of saying it. You shouldn't give the benefit of the doubt for negative actions. Actually, I like that. Okay. Mm, this is nice. I like that I'm recording this. I don't know why. It feels like my work is being seen, even though nobody's currently watching. They can watch later. I don't know. It's nice. I like it. Oh, negative social proof. Actually, I don't know if that makes sense to think of it that way. Yeah, the social proof. Okay, no, social proof as physical acceptance. What did I say here? Physically accepted. Oh, this was back when I was. Uh, I had a theory that it was about the physical axis rather than like verbal, physical versus verbal. Like, if you, uh, like I do think, I think this is something that is real. That like, anything that you signal physically with your body language should be taken more at face value than anything you say with your mouth. Like people, if people because they're like it's basically two different things. Like people say things and people do things, and you should like it might not even be that what they do is what they mean, but it is I think it is like fundamentally true and always should be interpreted this way that whatever they do, they mean more. Um, so I don't know. I had this theory about how if you do basically like you're appealing to that sort of non-verbal physical axis with the social proof. Actually, I don't think that anymore, or at least I think I was barking up the wrong tree. Actually, that's not really what I was thinking. I think actually that might actually be true that you were appealing to the nonverbal axis with the social proof, but the way I was thinking about it before, I don't think so. Hold on, let me read it really quick. Uh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, I think most of this does not resonate with me anymore. Um, I am really excited though about like this whole theory of social proof. It's finally starting to pan out, which sort of means that like I feel like there are new horizons for me once I have like sort of gotten this under me as a foundation. It means that I will be able to like sort of think about my future and prospect differently, and so I'm excited about that. Hmm. 30 minutes. I definitely think this is true. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is for not correct perception. I'm gonna read through this and delete it if none of it is good. Hmm. It's so weird because I was onto the right, like, sort of core kernel of the truth that is about eye contact for the social proof. But the rest of this is not right, I don't think. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete it. Okay. Yeah. This is a theory that I had that actually this is like I think my next biggest problem, which is like how to get invited to parties all the time consistently. Like basically there's a really big mismatch and maybe I just misperceive, but I don't think so. Which I don't know, my friends can like tell me if I'm wrong, but I think there's a really big mismatch between my perception of how desirable I am to have at parties and how much I get invited to parties. Like I think people like to have me at parties, and like to have me around in general, and but also I never get invited to parties. And I think actually like most people struggle with this problem. Like most people are not being invited to parties all the time, unless they're like really cute girls. Actually, it honestly even feels like a cop out to even like talk about how cute girls are so much more advantaged, because I don't even know if they are all so much more advantaged. Like, I just know that like the only people I see who are routinely invited to parties are people who are cute girls or people who are like organizing stuff or who are like really, useful. But it all feels wrong. It all feels off. Like I feel like there's some other dynamic there that I'm not really aware of. Yeah, but I feel like it would be such a superpower to just like reliably count on being invited to stuff. Like the number of people I know who are going out, doing stuff, throwing parties, and the number of people, like the number of times I actually get invited to parties, it just does not match up at all. And it's like my social opportunities would like explode, and also my ability to like sort of like maneuver and learn from those social opportunities would explode, if I knew how to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to delete that, but it's not really relevant. I'll leave it for right now. The creative act, Rick Rubin. Something I want to think about. I'm gonna open.
Hey there.
Hello.
Wow, they made some progress in here. So this is where a lot of like soldering ended up. This is the cleanest organized I've ever fucking seen. Wow. That must have been Brian. It's cool. And there's always someone around who knows how to do something. Like programming is a free class. I was supposed to meet someone today. I got busy resources.
Oh yeah.
Put it with my stuff for now. Okay. And I'm gonna label it. Anything we leave, we gotta put this on it. Okay. Do not hack. Nice. And a date. Okay. Because otherwise people are like, oh, I'm gonna make a new toy out of this. Love that. So just slip it in there all for the seat on it. Yeah, let me give you the tour in there. You really clean your room too, like Buzz. Come on, Buzz.
Where do you place that interaction in the grand scheme? But I think I should be able to work it out now. With the social proof. And not really continues. People are moving through instead of moving in. Oh yeah, okay. This is another interesting dynamic, which is static versus changing social environments. I gotta think. That's room for not incorrect perception. Okay. Dynamic versus changing context. I'll come back to this. Haven't named this yet. No, I have actually. I've mentioned that somewhere else. I'll delete that. Okay. Because you don't really know how the clip is. Okay, yeah, this one I don't care. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Oh,
over there. Cool. Put a pen of any kind. How the hell we chose?
Like this. Okay, yeah, this is more about the theory of why the social proof works. Wait, how long have I been thinking about social proof stuff? It must have been weeks. It doesn't feel like weeks. Damn, so someone looks here that looks back at them. The vibe with their dancing. Okay, yeah, there's too much stuff in here that I don't want to. It's just junk. It's not interesting. I feel like I should be recording this and then editing it down to when I actually talk out loud. And I might actually, I might experiment with that instead of streaming because, there's just a lot of space in between times when I'm actually talking when it doesn't really make sense. Maybe I will do that. Yeah. I would want to have like a timer though that shows how long I've been working. And the live stream sort of shows how long I've been working. I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep going for now though. I don't know what to call this. It's like, I don't even want to name it right now. So because perspective is self-propelling, Iran perspective is not the fact that only. Yeah. Okay. So the social. What was I saying? Basically that. This is all right perspective. You need to get it more because right perspective is self-propelling. Wrong perspective is not. In fact, the only hint your perspective is wrong is that it doesn't work. Yeah, so basically the social proof is it definitely is part of your way of signaling to yourself that your perspective is not wrong. I just don't know why you need it to get more of it. That's like the real question. Like if you this is probably how I want to do the stream, right? Which is, so I don't actually need to write everything down, but I need to think out loud. And I need to post the thinking out loud, not even the notes. Not even the notes? Maybe I hide my notes and just paste in the stuff that I want to show to my viewers in a window that they can see, but they can't see my normal notes. That could work. Why do you need it to get more of it? That's the main question. Why do you need it to get more of it? Ugh. This might be like a false positive, false negative thing. I'm gonna name this. Yeah, I think it's like, so you don't really have any like indication that your perspective is bad until it falls through. But you do have indication that your perspective is good because of the social proof. You're sort of like using other people as a shorthand for not having incorrect perspective. So you never know if your perspective is bad until it falls through, but you can know if your perspective is good because when you put weight on it, it holds up. So it's very much like a, and of course you can have false positives and false negatives, but yeah, it's like that's exactly what it is. You don't know when you were wrong. you only know when you are right. And so if you don't know that you are right, then it prevents you from having the confidence to move forward. Okay, I'm gonna write this at the bottom. A known good and build on it. That's why you need social proof. It's a known good. Okay, so it's a known good. It's a known good. You start with it. It's all about preventing you from. I really wish that I had the ability to use the transcription in the terminal, but I don't. It's all about preventing you from being floundering in the dark. Not sure which way is up. You need a data point to start from. Preferably 2 or more data points. Wait, is that true? Like you don't have social proof until you have 2 or more people? Well, I think there definitely is something about the rule of 3. You establish a pattern. I'm not sure if this is that. Like I definitely think that like one person might constitute a refuge, and more than one person. I'll write this down. Maybe this is what not the wisdom of crowds. What is it called when you have mob? This is mob mentality, right? You have 3 or more in agreement. You feel massively empowered to do stuff because you are using the mob as a lot of data points to confirm your biases. It's positive feedback, Luke. Yeah. Okay. So start with a no good. Is starting with a known good. I like that a lot. That's really good. Yeah, I might take this stream down and edit it down to the things that I say. I might even just edit it down to that part because that was fucking great. I have this macro that searches to the next period and then hits enter afterward. Boom. Isn't that nice? Look at that. This up here, macro, boom. And it just makes a new line after the next period. I use it when I import a bunch of stuff from my text. I text myself. That's how I do notes int. So if I import it and it's like a big ass paragraph and there's no like spacing, then that could be really nice to create some spacing. It's easier to read. I'll talk about empiricism, but it's completely divorced from reality. The percentage of studies cannot be replicated. Okay, yes. I don't care about this right now. I'm gonna come back to this. Yeah, I really need to basically create a separate. I think I'm gonna create a separate like window and paste stuff into it for all of you to see, and then edit it in there as long as after I have made sure that I have removed my notes from it because there's too much personal stuff in here. In fact, I'm gonna probably I'm hungry. I'm gonna stop the stream and make it private and download it and fix it. Good chat, everybody. Ugh, fucking OBS. This fucking software is so fucking buggy. It crashes when you reopen it half the time. It does not, like, you can't open the menus. It's ridiculous.